Hey, how's it going? Okay, so this is Terence McKenna's stoned ape theory. McKenna theorizes that the North African jungles receded toward the end of the most recent ice age, giving way to grasslands. A branch of our tree dwelling primate ancestors left the branches and took up life out in the open, following around herds of ungulates, nibbling what they could along the way. Among the new items in their diet were psilocybin, containing mushrooms growing in the dung of these ungulate herds. The changes caused by the introduction of this drug to the primate diet were many. McKenna theorizes, for instance, that the synesthesia, the blurring of boundaries between the senses, caused by this psilocybin, led to the development of spoken languages, the ability to form pictures in another person's mind through the use of vocal sounds. About 12,000 years ago, further climate change removed the mushroom from the human diet, resulting in a new set of profound changes in our species as we reverted to pre-mushroomed and frankly brutal primate social structures that had been modified and were represented by frequent consumption of psilocybin. McKenna's theory has great appeal and intuitive strength, but it is necessarily based on a great deal of supposition interpolling between the few fragmentary facts we know about hominid and early human history. In addition, because McKenna, who described himself as an explorer, not a scientist, is also a proponent of much wilder suppositions, such as his time wave zero theory. His more reasonable theories are usually disregarded by the very scientists who informed criticism is crucial for the development. Anyway, I don't know why I read that last blurb, but what's most interesting in the stoned ape theory is the whole idea of the development of spoken word and, the ability to think in the abstract and communicate. So I think that's what sets us apart from the animals is our ability to visualize. Art is the externalization of that. Look at contemporary artists. I mean, I'm an artist myself, and the shit they come up with, it's inspiring. I mean, it's just so weird. I love it. Wow, man, how do they think of that? It's so weird. It's like it's a refrigerator, but when you open it up, there's a rib cage inside, and it's like, I don't know, cartoony. But that's interesting to me because anybody that's indulged in that stuff knows that it brings out that property in our mind. That's why they call them heads, I guess. But that stoned ape theory, I mean, it's compelling. What did start off, that our ability to think this way, to tell stories and just, our comprehension of narrative and whatnot. Was it drugs? I've heard of jaguars down in South America. Apparently, people have observed them nibbling on ayahuasca vines. And obviously, there needs to be a synthesis to get ayahuasca to be as potent as it is for humans, but I think there is actually still an effect in its raw state. So, maybe we'll start seeing jaguars writing books and making art. Just kidding. I don't know. So I think the stoned ape theory is interesting. I wish I could speak more at length about it, but it's pretty simple.